Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Today we're going to do my Christmas nails. So I've decided that I'm going to try out this lazy girl method. It's my first time trying this. Yes, I know I'm very late to the party, but better late than never. So I'm going to give this a go. So I've prepped these other four. I've just filed on the inside of them, and I'm going to give them a base coat. Guys, let me know, is there an easier way to file on the inside of these besides your e-file? I don't know, I find as you're getting down to the pinky, it was getting a little difficult. Let me know in the comments. So guys, here I've already prepped my nails. I did it no differently than I would if I were to use a hard gel, a builder gel, anything like that. I pushed back my cuticle, gone around it with my e-file. I've dehydrated my protein bond and my base coat already on my nails, ready to go. Guys, I don't have a lot of polygels as of yet. I have done an order in from Venelisa and Rosalind. I got that through Ali, so who knows when that's gonna arrive. But, so, I have powder. I have Mica powder that I do for my custom gel. So I thought, why couldn't that work just as good in polygel? So I've taken a small amount in each. I've already pre-done these because I've done my right hand already. But I am a little low on the red, so I do want to show you guys how I've done that. So I just get a good squeeze of the polygel, a clear polygel that you have. Any brand wouldn't really matter. And then the closest pure red I had in my Mica powders was this wine red. And so I just put a small little spoon of it in there, maybe a smidge more here, and then I mix that up. I do end up adding some extra glitter from my collection just to give it a little oomph. So I do go in and add a little bit more polygel and give that a good mix. I will add some of this glitter to it as well. And then I will let this stand for at least a minute. I like it to, just so that way everything can kind of congeal together. While this sits though, I do have the green already prepped. So I will go in and I'll just do my two nails with the green. Okay, so from here I'm going to go in and grab a little bit of the green and put her in this little well. From what I've seen, that's pretty much all you gotta do. And then even it out. I guess not too much, not too little. Like I said guys, this is my first time doing this. Yeah, my only thing that I would say right off jump that I'm not a fan of is the double sticky little sticky stuff. Doesn't really stick to the nails. I was going to use my double-sided tape because that's usually what I do for when I'm practicing, but then I thought that's going to be kind of hard to get off. So I just kind of managed and made it work. I do apologize for being out of frame here. Also, one thing I've noticed, when I go and I size these to my hands, I obviously sized them with nothing in them. And these particular tips, I don't know, maybe they're just not the best of tips for this method. I actually don't have a lot of press-ons as of yet. But I feel like after I filled them with polygel, they were a smidge smaller, so I feel like I had to squeeze them down a little. Now, I know there's a lot of ladies out there that do watch my channel and do this method. If you could just let me know, should I have sized up my tips? I think that, in my opinion, I think that probably would have worked a little bit better, so I wasn't pushing it down and basically squeezing out the polygel. That's just my thoughts. Like I said, guys, it's my first time trying. So if I had to recommend it, I would say size up, like probably just maybe like a half size, but just my opinion, guys. Whereas when I'm curing this, I find that you need to kind of hold it down a little, right? You want to have a slight pressure on it because you don't want it, like the polygel is just going to want to force and push it up. So you want to hold that slight pressure. Now, I don't have one of those lamps. I did order one, yes. I think I've ordered a lot of things. It's just not here yet. But I don't have one of those lamps that kind of click to your desk or on your desk table that go over that you can just kind of put your whole hand as you're holding a tip on, kind of under it. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you guys know anything about nails, do nails, familiar with nails, and if you're watching this channel, you definitely are into nails somewhat. So you kind of know what I'm saying, one of those type of lamps. Now I have a small lamp that we got and it's just great. I use it for pedicures and stuff. That I was thinking, or I thought I would say, what I did is if you have a desk or you have a workspace that you're working with, I just double-sided taped it underneath my desk, and then when I needed it, I turned it on and it gave me the room to go underneath. I do insert a little clip of that, I think, at the end of the video if you want to know what I'm talking about. But to be honest, for now, it actually worked really great. So if it's something you guys have one of those lamps and you're doing this method, I kind of recommend that. It was very easy. I just slipped my hand under it, put it back out. It worked well for me. Alright guys, here I just do this nail and then I think I end up accidentally cutting it off for the other, my thumb for whatever reason, I don't know. But I'm just going to skip to where I kind of start to put these guys in shape. So guys, here, this is my makeshift, what I did to my lamp. I just double-sided taped it underneath there and I put it under like that. It seems to work fine for me. You guys, here I'm just gonna give this a quick file, but I just want to say, if you notice my paper towel is a little bit wet, what I do if I'm just doing a small file job like this, to me, I'm just not gonna bust out my dust collector. So what I do is I just put a paper towel down, and then I just spritz a little bit of like alcohol, or probably water would work as well. You just kind of want to damp it a little bit, and what that's going to do is when the dust falls on it, it'll actually hold the little bit of dust down, so your dust is not everywhere. It just kind of is a little bit of, like a little hack that I've done. It only really works, guys, if you're just doing a slight file. You're not going to want to do a whole hand, like a removal or anything with this method, but it does work for just small filing if you just don't want to bust out your dust collector and still keep all the dust kind of collected. So as I said, I'm just going around my cuticles just to clean up any of the little overage that I've kind of spilled. I do like this anyways. I think even if they were like clean, I would probably still do this just to kind of make the plastic, I guess you would say, I don't know, a little bit thinner, or just, I don't know, kind of more real-ish. I think my problem is, or my only problem is with this method, is that I still feel the plastic on top of the nail. And that kind of for myself is a little bothersome. I know for a lot of girls it probably doesn't bother you. Or as well, I think if you're really into doing like this method, or you're really into press-ons, I would probably recommend getting a decent press-on. Or there's probably different ways that you could do to make them just not have that thing. They're just a hard plastic thing on top. So what I've done, my method here, I've mixed some different sparkles, glitters. I always say sparkles. Anyways, different glitters in with my shein clear gel. Now that clear builder gel from shein is very, very thin. Like, I wouldn't recommend trying to build a nail with it, but it works beautifully for encapsulation glitter, or just even here as I'm mixing the glitter. Like, it's thick, but it's thin enough to do what I need it to do. So I just go over each of the nails. I put one with red and then one with the mix, just to give it, for one, let the sparkle kind of shine through. I find these look a little dull, even with the sparkles and stuff underneath. But like I said, that's just my opinion. And maybe, who knows, maybe I did it wrong. You guys will tell me in the comments. So yeah, so I go over them, and I do find it actually takes away from that fake feel that I felt the plastic over top, because I'm encapsulating it basically with the gel. So it gives you that more realistic kind of look that I was going for. And also my thought on this is if I go over the top with some sort of gel, or I guess top coat probably would work too, but gel's going to be a little bit more stronger, is if I've missed any little gaps, if anything like that, I'm actually sealing in the nail more, so I'm hoping that that would make these last longer. Okay, so I've just grabbed one of my empty little pots, and I've told you guys before, the gray ones are going to be all glitter mix when I decide to do all that. I haven't got that far yet, but I'm not going to waste this glitter mixed with the gel. I'm going to mix it together, and then later on I can always add more gel to it, but it'll just be a nice kind of Christmassy glitter top coat. Now, because that is a gel that I use, guys, I want to give these a good buff out just to make sure that I can get any lumps or anything like that, any glitter sticking out of it. I do kind of realize when you do file down this glitter in particular that it kind of turns it a little silver. It's like, so it almost like it takes that red layer off of it. I'm not hating it. It still looks beautiful and it's fine, but it is something I did notice. So maybe if I wanted to keep the full effect of that, I might have had to went in with just a clear over it again, not to get that effect. Alright guys, just grab my Venalisa top coat, and I'm just going to give these beauties a nice gloss. I did grab the tempered one, so it is going to be a little bit more stain resistant, I think, a little bit more flexible, so I decided to go with that one. And because with the Lazy Girl method, you're basically putting it underneath the nail, I do go ahead and top coat the bottoms, just to prevent any sticky layer, anything like that from the polygel, and then I do get in there and make sure it's not touching my nail and kind of clean it out. I don't know, I think I do go in and cure these somewhat individual, at least my thumb I do. Guys, just a side note, with curing, when I was using the little lamp that I attached to my desk, I was just going in and flash curing these nails. You definitely want to put them in your big lamp to give it a full cure. And to be honest, even myself, I kind of went in for like the 4 minutes. I did too. I wanted to make sure that they are good and cured all the way through. I didn't want no jelly donut nail. I definitely wanted it to make sure that it was nice and hard throughout. So I did kind of give it a double cure. I don't know if that's something you need to do, or it's just, I just felt to do it. Alright guys, I'm just going to finish up the top coat and that'll be all for these beauties. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media. It's all at Blue Rose Nails. I did just create a Facebook group, Nail Talk. It's just to basically, you know, we all have questions, and so it's just a place to be able to go ask questions, get answers. Yeah, the information will be at the end of this. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys. So yeah, you guys have a great night. Bye!